Let's ship her out. Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Check it out one time.
Great morning, Truth Nation. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM The Truth. We are broadcasting live inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
And great morning to you, Will. How you doing and feeling this morning, sir?
Good morning. Happy Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Dame, how you been doing and feeling, bro?
I'm excellent, brother. It was a long night for me. I got caught up in an AI rabbit hole.
Well, welcome to the world, bro. Welcome to where the world has been, but it's continuing to excel.
Was it an AI story about getting paid to wait in line?
No, it was not. It was not an April Fool's joke.
That was a great one. Hit the bell.
About getting paid to wait in line. Even though I still feel like that's a great idea. I still feel like, that's a business opportunity there for someone. Mm-hmm. I'll wait in line for you, homie.
Seat filler.
Pay me.
And I'll be on time. We can
right.
We'll
be on time.
Yeah.
Because if
I'll be 15 minutes early.
Time,
You'll be 15 minutes early?
Yeah, because if we're not
Maybe
there
30.
to fill and stand in line, you could lose valuable time.
No,
we go.
The time for you to report
is different.
If the line opens at 6:30, then you have to be there at 5 because you have to. So you
No,
I'm just saying.
No. They come at 6:30.
Yeah, listen, y'all don't know me very well. I'm not gonna move off my stance. It is what it is. I'm not gonna move off of that. But let's go. Let's leave that alone because that's a whole nother subject. I'm not gonna give it up. But my AI rabbit hole was that I started, because I do music, I rap. For those that know me, and so I'm a staunch opponent to AI. I'm like, organic music is the only way to go, right? Mm-hmm. I'm John Henry, plugging and fighting against the steam engine. And right. John Henry fought till he died, right? I don't want to die. So what I last night, I just on a humbug, I just put in some stuff. The first song I did, I saw an ad for an app, and I was like, let me download this app and let me see what it does. So the first song I did was like this Black Panther song. So this rapper came out rapping about Black Panthers. It was pretty good. I thought, that's dope. But you could tell it was AI because of the way that it was moving and grooving, right? Mm-hmm. Then I was like, oh, I could put my own lyrics in here. So then I put my own lyrics in there, and I was like, wow. I was like, oh, this dude is rapping better than me. This is crazy. Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so then my mind was just open to all of the ways that these rappers and these singers probably use AI. So it's like, it's streamed like you and I were just talking, Homer. Mm-hmm. To make a great album, you go in there and you record 100 songs and you'll pick 10 or 11 of those songs. Mm-hmm. And now you got a classic because nobody's going in there just recording 10 or 11 songs and every song is hot.
Right.
You may get a super hot song, 1 out of every 7 or 8 songs. The other songs are still good, but in order to make that classic album, that's what you need, right? Mm-hmm. If I use AI and I have my own voice, I get the beat, I write the song, I put it in AI, right? Mm-hmm. I can tell you before I even go start recording which songs are gonna be hot. And I can be like, oh, out of them 100 songs, I know that these 10 songs are gonna be the ones that are hot. Mm-hmm. So I go in there, and instead of it taking 6 months to record an album, it takes me 2 days.
Hashtag that part.
And now I just go in there and record. So that's the way I'm saying AI could be used good. Now these AI artists, I don't like that. Mm-hmm, They're just full out artists.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I went down a rabbit hole last night. I'm still excited right now just talking about it.
I know.
My mind is blown. Anyway.
Great morning to our YouTube page. Of course, we're surpassed our 7,000, Dame. on
Yes, sir.
our
Yes, sir.
YouTube page. So thank you, Truth Nation. And again, so now we're on the road to 8,000. You know what I'm saying? You continue. And by the end of the year, Bailey's saying we got to have that 10,000. And yeah, we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. But thank you to everybody who subscribes and watches and shares our YouTube page at 1017 The Truth. You can also watch us on Facebook Live at 1017 The Truth and X 1017 The Truth. So, of course, Nurse Ariane Kawanda at the top of the class. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Willie Jones. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Jocelyn Walton. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Anita Nicole. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Marcus Gray. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Venus Jones. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Lori Patterson. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Sis Star, Lorena Star Marie, great morning, love you, appreciate you. And I know that Dr. Clarissa Lawrence will be coming in soon and so many others. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you and being with us. And I was able to speak to Don yesterday. I went to see the Michael biopic and Ultra Screen. And man, I'm with Bailey. I'm with Bailey and those who said that, it's excellent.
The way you stun it real quick, like Ultra Screen. I didn't see it regular.
Yeah,
I went Ultra Screen.
Yeah, I don't do it regular. At home, I do regular. You know what I'm saying?
Ultra Screen.
Yeah, Ultra Screen. Yeah, that hashtag Ultra Screen 2. Yeah, majestic. Yeah, hashtag that part. But it was great. But I ended up running into a lot of people that I know. Shout out to Ricky McAfee. Shout out to Don. Shout out to there were a lot, man. There were a lot, and
So
I'd be here all day. Yes, absolutely. So those who are talking about it's terrible and the one and all of that stuff, I think they, in my opinion, they were probably looking for the dirty Diana,
the dirty parts
of, and it touched on the abuse of Joe Jackson, because if you know the story, you know the story. But I think they done this biopic in a way that really celebrated Michael, but also took you through his mental struggles of trying to, become Michael.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that's ultimately what he became. And, there's so many situations that you can tie it to that are related to our own personal lives. And it's like, I always had to do this. My mama made me, my daddy made me, my auntie, whoever may have raised you or whatnot. And it's like, you wanted to, as you started understanding who you were, his love for the animals and things like that. He was like, I want a llama. You know what I'm saying? And Catherine was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Be like,
did they put in there?
They put the llama, the giraffe, they put Bubbles, they put, man, listen, he had snakes.
Mike had an album before Off the Wall, a solo album. Did you know that?
Yep.
It was trash.
Yeah, it was.
Did they put that in there? Did they show like the progression from that?
Yeah. They started with When I Was a Boy. They started with
that. It was trash.
Yeah.
Mike was like, you could tell Mike was like, I'm never doing none of this trash again.
Oh, they had Ben in there?
Yo, okay, that's dope.
Ben was I thought Ben was a
great,
mouse.
He was little though.
I thought he was a mouse. Ben was a big ass rat.
Ben was a rat, but I'm saying Mike was little.
He was big.
Ben.
Right, absolutely.
Mike had a whole, before Off the Wall, y'all go look it up. Before Off the Wall, Mike had an album.
Yep.
It was trash. You could tell Quincy, once Quincy got a hold of him, it was like, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Yep, absolutely.
And you can tell the difference. But I'm glad the movie isn't as bad. And those expecting to see, Mike's estate put this movie on. Man. They had to okay it. So, of course, they're not going to let it be all of that negative stuff that we don't know is true or not. So why are we going to deal with rumors? Yep. It ain't the same as with Ray Charles. You knew Ray was on dope.
That's right. That's right.
And Ray knew he was on dope, and he was still alive. Like I don't care. Mm-hmm. And because it played a different part in him creating his songs. A lot of that negative stuff in his life, like the cheating and all of that stuff, was a part of his musical process.
That's right.
And so it was like there's no way of getting around it. You don't need all of the courtroom drama with Mike. That's a whole different movie.
Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, and to see it on the Ultra Screen 2 at the Majestic Cinemas. The sound was. I know Will's like, really? But man, listen, man, I was immersed into it. And it was just a feel-good time, man. And if it's, because it really played on the music. It played on the music and the performances. Like, he emulated his uncle to the fullest. Like, you really began, Jafar.
Oh, Jafar did, yeah.
You really be like,
but you have to imagine, he's been playing this part his whole life.
Right.
Because when he came out with a song a few years ago, and y'all have to look it up and Google it, it was hot. You can tell the Mike's influence.
Right.
Just imagine if Michael Jackson is your uncle, and that's your idol.
Right.
Your daddy Jermaine probably mad, like, I ain't no slouch. Right. But of course, you're not Michael Jermaine.
Right.
You're Jermaine.
Right. And with that wax hairdo, you know what I mean?
I don't know what Jermaine on.
Yeah.
He ain't, I don't know. Listen.
He ain't living alone, that's for sure.
Sometimes celebrities get so detached from reality that somebody has convinced them that, hey, if you do your hair like this, the young people, they just want to be different. No, just go get a fade, Jermaine. Yeah. At this point in your life, you 70 years old, go get a fade, bro.
Jermaine's hair always looked like one of those dials that you could pull their hair and put the hair on, and it's because it's a dial, it's shiny, and it's like a helmet for real. It's they call a lot of hairstyles a helmet or whatever, but his hair looks like a helmet. It doesn't look real at all.
Helmet hair.
Yeah. What was the grease back then? Royal Crown or whatever, or Bergamot, and all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff.
He put all that in his hair.
He put all of it in there.
Schlemiel, Schlemazo,
whatever it was.
Right, all that, man. He got all that, man.
He tripping with that.
Yeah, he go out in the rain and you never know.
Janet said she had never ate Flamin' Hots before.
Okay.
Come on. Janet knows she done had some Flamin' Hots before. How you live your life and not have you ain't had no chips or nothing?
Michael broke the barrier to get on Black Video on MTV.
Oh yeah.
So it goes through all of that, man. And
so I really want to see it though. I really want to see it, and so I'm glad you gave it a good report because I was worried.
Nurse Aaron Kawanda said his hair always looked like a cat licked his head. And that's a great analogy.
That is disgusting, but it is a great analogy because it looks like that, like licked it up. Pause.
Right.
Is it 7:12 yet?
Yes, it is. It is. So we got to get ready to take care of our first set of bills. But when we return, me and Miss Shay Shay Fufu, Bailey Coleman, we were talking about our.
Why are you calling her Shay Shay Fufu?
That's her name.
That's her street name?
No, she said, she's Shay Shay Fufu. So I'm obliging it. It's instead of saying she's bougie.
Okay.
So she's Shay Shay Fufu.
Shay Shay Fufu.
Yeah. Okay. So with her being Shay Shay Fufu, me and Arian Kawanda, Nurse Arian Kawanda, make sure that she doesn't ever forget it. And we talk about it with different things. But we were talking about gas, and she was saying Sam's Club and then Woodman's. And we were just talking about that on yesterday morning. And why do we have to wake up to hear that there was a shooting at the Woodman's gas station yesterday evening? So we got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning. We'll be black.
May is Skilled Trades Month, a time to celebrate the hands-on careers that keep our industries and our communities moving forward. At Junior Achievement, students are discovering that today's skilled trades include technology, robotics, and smart manufacturing. With support from Rockwell Automation, students are exploring how advanced manufacturing and automation will power the factories of the future. Thank you, Rockwell, for helping inspire the next generation of technicians, engineers, and innovators. Learn more at ja.org.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you. working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
You've been diagnosed with COPD, but breathing seems to be getting harder. Everyday activities, walking to the mailbox, going up the stairs, talking on the phone take more effort than they used to. You're short of breath more often. Flare-ups are happening more frequently. And slowly, life starts to feel smaller. Is this you? If your COPD symptoms are getting worse, there may be options that can help you breathe easier and get back to doing more of what matters to you. That could mean walking further, spending more time with family and friends, feeling more confident leaving the house, and getting back to the life you want to live. If your COPD is changing, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor. Visit the COPD Foundation website at isthisyoucopd.org to learn the signs of severe and worsening COPD and the right questions to ask next. Take action today. Breathe better tomorrow.
You ever see the sign above the highway? The number of people that have been killed on the road? My wife, my son, and my unborn child were killed by a distracted driver. They were more than just a number.
Your phone isn't worth it. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, great morning. Welcome, Black. Welcome, Black. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
Shout out to our girl, Bailey Coleman. Of course, we were talking about Woodman's and Sam's Club gas, and I would say that when I'd go out there, I'd be in the middle lane first as I'm headed there, because the majority of times their prices match. So whatever the price at Woodman's was, it was the same price at Sam's Club. So I could go left or right. So then I'd go left and go to Woodman's.
I've never been to Woodman's.
Really?
Nope. Never in my life.
Okay.
I'm one of the few people who never go to Woodman's.
Yeah. So we were talking about, how Sam's Club, is more, competitive, and you should get you a Sam's Club membership so you can at least save. And especially now as we're seeing these gas prices go up, and it's like, wow. So I would end up, like I say, if I looked over to my right and saw that Sam's Club had a better price, I'd go to the right or I'd go to the left. So it was just ironic that we were talking about that on yesterday. And then to end up seeing late yesterday evening to find out they had to block off the gas station because of a shooting.
I'm surprised.
You know what I'm saying?
More at gas stations.
Well, I think the reason that this surprises us is because, unfortunately, I'm used to hearing about it more in the inner city, that there are certain gas stations like, oh, man, you were over there on 35th and what? You were over there on 27th and Lisbon. You get what I'm saying? You was on 27th and Burleigh.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's not as surprising if you hear it at some of the ones on Capitol Drive.
Locust and Titonia. Y'all already know my story. I don't even gotta go.
So
go back and check the tapes.
So we were talking about. I brought up Speedway when you go out there and the window is open. Like when you go into Menominee Falls and pull right off the freeway, and then it's a Speedway. It's no bulletproof glass. You fresh donuts and all of that kind of stuff.
I'll go to Quick Trip in a minute.
Right, you get where I'm going?
To the K. Oh. So you get whatever you want out there at the K. It's like
and it's fresh.
It's like gas station heaven.
It's the best.
It ain't it real? We need to get a sponsorship by them because listen, let me tell you what happened. My youngest daughter was like, "Daddy, take me to the Quick Trip." I gotta take you to the Quick Trip. She was still in high school. Like, why are we going to the Quick Trip? Because in my mind, I'm thinking that's some old country bumpkin stuff. We're gonna go to the gas station and get some food, right? I got there and I was like, oh, I see why. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we got some donuts. I came out of there with a handful of stuff. We had some chicken, had some pizza, had all this other stuff. And it was cheap. Shout out to the kid.
So hashtag that part, hashtag facts. So, with all of that,
Did they give a reasoning for why the shooting took place?
Well, no, they were investigating. Okay. So it said that shots were fired in an investigation at Menominee Falls Woodman's. Police are investigating a shots fired complaint near Woodman's grocery store in Menominee Falls. No injuries have been reported, but officers responded quickly to secure the area and gather evidence. Now, they have a lot of cameras on that gas station because it also has a repair shop. It has a car wash, and it's very well lit. It's very well lit. So the camera's going to have somebody in high definition, for real.
I wonder what happened.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait till the facts come out.
The receipts.
Gas went up the last few days.
Yes, it has. And that's what we were talking about. $5. But out there at Sam's Club, you can get it for like $4 something, which is what Bailey Coleman was talking about on yesterday. How go out there, y'all. Go get it.
Why do you do Bailey voice like that? Because that's how it is. I'm just saying. You had to do her like that. Shout out to Bailey. We love you. Yeah.
That's why I did it.
I know you did it.
Okay. But, yes. Bailey is going to get
too early for the comedy hour.
Yeah, she's going to get us. But, yeah, it just really disheartened me. And I know that things can happen anywhere, but it's like
people have the illusion that when you go to those further out places, you're escaping the mentalities that would cause something like that to happen. No. Them people do it just like us. They may not do it as much.
No, I think it was some of us that did that shooting. I don't think
still can't escape it.
Yeah, I don't think it was some white people that did it. I think it was unfortunately
I'm saying
some black people.
As far as people that have the access and the means to go to further out places.
It's definitely rare. You feel what I'm saying? And now because of that, there's going to be even more scrutiny on it because they not having that. They not having that. As no station should have it. But some of these stations give in to those that present that element. Like they know that you standing outside their store selling dope. They know that you standing at the gas station having people pull up and you serving them.
They making money with them.
Yeah. Like the landlord.
Yeah.
Like the landlord.
Oh, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I drove past there yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like just a normal. You would think it's a top-notch rental place. They got the sign out front. It really looks like
with all that dope money, I'm sure they do got it laid out.
You would think it was top-notch.
I'm telling you.
And it just looks like it's got the sign out front, the expensive sign. I see why they can pay for the expensive sign.
There you go.
And in most, I know as a former building inspector, I know a lot of people that own a lot of properties, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way that it presented itself was that it was above everyone else.
Right.
Kind of find out they selling, they might as well be selling dope too.
Right.
But anyway.
Man, listen, bro.
We hashed what y'all talked about yesterday, but yeah.
Yeah. But so that's the thing. It's like sometimes you have to find a place that is not known or it's not a normal occurrence or a common occurrence even. You feel what I'm saying? So some places where we are closer to, it's unfortunately common that it's like, you know what, let's not go to Locust, and you go to saying.
I know people that only go to gas stations on the south side.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
That only go to, it's one on Beecher, they go there, on the east right there. I go to the one, because I got kids that stay off in this area, two of them. And so I'm there twice a week. So I go to it's 2 gas stations on 13th and Layton, because right across the street from the Sheik mosque or whatever. So I go there. And usually the price is pretty low there. And if I know if it's high there, then it's high everywhere else in the city. That's going to be probably the lowest I'm going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real talk.
And so I'll be like, okay, if it's high here, then it is what it is. I just got to pay this. I just got to eat this. But $5 and $4, whew.
Man, listen, I'm team regular. So like I said, I'm team regular. And at Sam's Club right now, it's like $3.74. So I am team regular. And I know I use my vehicle enough to where the gas ain't going to sit and destroy my engine like some of the people that got to be foo-foo gas. But, yeah.
No, my gas is gone.
Right.
I drive so much during the course of a day. And I told you, I go straight from the south side. Yesterday, I made that trip again. I went from 13th and Layton, that area, all the way to Brown Deer. And so, yeah. My gas tank stay, depleting. But the point is this, listen, we need to, when Trump came into office and he said all of this and all of that, he's going to be making it easier for your pockets and all of that. How do you feel now?
Right.
He done started this war with Iran, and Iran is dragging them, and now our gas prices is... What was the whole point of, where did they go? Venezuela, Argentina, where did they go?
Yeah.
And attack, I think it was, I can't remember. It was one of the South American countries, right? And the point was, we're going to get their oil.
Right.
And, well, what happened to it?
Right, because they took the president. And,
They took everybody.
Yeah.
So what happened
wife,
to it?
Yeah.
Why are we paying $5?
Right. And then you're talking about, we got the money, we got plenty of gas and oil and all
reserves.
that. So then why are we talking about stealing from these other countries?
And if we have all of these oil reserves, and I don't know, there's a whole science to oil and this, that, and the other, and I don't profess to know any of that, right? But I understand the bottom line is if we have oil reserves that will allow us to last a couple of years or some months, even if oil gets cut off from the rest of the world. Why are we now paying $5?
That's all I'm saying.
Why are they gouging us? That's called price gouging.
That part,
in my opinion.
That part. Hey. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Dr. Clarissa Lawrence already gave you a great morning because I knew you'd be here. Cheryl Anderson Bradley, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Jeff, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Kimberly Harris, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Vincent Whedon, great morning, love you, appreciate you. And everybody else that may be checking in. Truth in the Morning will be black.
Hi, I'm Eric Zauner, Marine Corps veteran and board member for the Center for Veterans Issues, calling on the community to tee it up for a great cause. On Monday, June 15th, CVI is hosting its 5th annual golf outing at the River Club in Mequon. This year's event is supporting CVI's Permanent Supportive Housing Program, dedicated to assisting chronically homeless or disabled veterans and their families. Grab your clubs and support our veterans today. Register to golf, sponsor, or donate at cvivet.org/events.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
education. Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Even if the system don't make sense anymore. And that's the part we got to be honest about. Education is not a theory. It's not a title. It's not a category. It's a student, it's a teacher, it's a classroom, and there's learning. Everything, everybody else, including the superintendent herself, are secondary. Assistant superintendents, or whatever the heck you call them, deputy, chief of school, everybody, they are secondary if a child's not learning. The student is the number one thing there. So if we've reached the point where the only way to defend the system is to argue that keeping teachers out of a classroom is essential to education, then we're not just confused. We backwards. And when policy, practice, priorities, and money collide like that, there's only one word for all of this: nonsensical.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 1017 The Truth.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
Northbound 4394 coming out of the Mitchell interchange, going to be slow around the Plainfield curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. Southbound on 43 backing up just south of Silver Spring all the way down to Locust. We've also got delays southbound on 41 from just about Bradley Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. There is a crash on the northbound side right at Capitol Drive off on the left shoulder. Delays coming up from Mayfair Road up to that point. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Spotty showers, mostly cloudy throughout the day. A high of 50 at the lake, 56 inland. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 37. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, great morning. Welcome, Black. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
And we have a call on our Truth Talk text line, 833-212-1017. Sandra, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. What's your truth this morning?
Well, my truth is we were talking about, posting about our dating life or our spouses or whatever on Facebook. And I, being 57 years old, have found out that you do not post or boast about your loved one, because if you do, you brag about them and things go wrong the next day.
You might be watching the old show.
Yep. But yeah,
we accept.
But we understand it. We understand it. We understand it. Yeah.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Gotta love live radio.
Yeah. You must be watching the repeat and like, I'm gonna call in right now.
I was gonna say, I don't think
we did that.
Did I miss that?
No, you didn't
miss that.
But
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
you didn't miss that.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely was watching a rerun.
Yeah. Well, we have
War of the Worlds or something.
I'm about balance, and we have a lot of things that end up taking place in our community and in our city that we end up talking about. But there's a nice positive thing that is going on. It's called Building Futures in Milwaukee, where young adults gain skills, opportunity, and purpose through hands-on construction training. So we're going to try to get this clip up. It's a Positively Milwaukee story with, of course, TMJ4. So, and done by Andrea Williams. So if we got that clip, Will, okay, we're going to try to get that clip up. But I think that, and I do it a lot to make sure that we try to highlight, some of the other positive things that are going on in the midst of that. Like I mentioned, where there was a lot of graduates that ended up getting scholarships. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and those things, we have to mention too. I always salute people. I don't care if they graduating from kindergarten to the next. I think everything is a salute. Hey, you gotta give the proudness, man. That's the inspiration,
I'm
bro.
over Larry David on that one. Yeah.
You don't think that they should be celebrated?
Damn kindergarten,
bro.
That ain't graduation. See, that's our problem.
Come on, bro.
That's our problem. We give them all these flowers for doing nothing.
What?
You graduated kindergarten. We do.
Man,
you graduated.
This is where you molding the mind. Listen, shout out to Officer Early Childhood Initiative. Shout out to Dia Wright, Mighty Small Moments. Because again, that's the learning.
That's us.
That's the learning stages.
Whoop-de-doo. You graduated to 5th grade. Whoop-de. You can read 5 sentences. Whoop-de-doo.
Bro, that's an accomplishment,
Listen,
bro.
We don't celebrate nothing till it's high school.
Damn.
We barely celebrate that.
Damn.
You listen, everybody in my family got degrees. So you're gonna go to college, they will holler at you. You gotta build on the next thing. My mother got 6 degrees, y'all.
And
so it's just we go to these graduations and we like, okay, yeah, let's get it over with. This, that, and the other. My ex-wife and my family, everybody got degrees. So you gotta come with it. It's a tough crowd.
Right. Listen. I get it, the goals and the finish line for a lot of people, man. But there's some great that not have the degrees.
Maybe I'm just jaded because I have so many daughters.
I believe you are. I believe you are.
I've sat through so many graduations where it's senseless.
It's not, man. It's an accomplishment, bro.
Why am I sitting here for 3 hours for 5th grade graduation?
It is an accomplishment, bro.
That's not.
And it's to show. Come on, man. Like
that's our problem. We make that an accomplishment, and they think they did something.
Listen,
you ain't did nothing.
All right.
You got promoted to the 6th grade.
Well, how can we come up with a poll for this? Because this is how I feel. This is different,
and I think there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way.
And that we're gonna find out.
That's like saying
we're gonna do a poll.
That's like giving participation awards.
Call in. 833-212-1017.
You feel me, Will?
I just feel like we should be able to celebrate.
To a 5th grade grad, like a high school, definitely an accomplishment.
School, yes.
I'd even say middle school.
No,
dude, that's a big leap.
No, none of that.
Middle school to high school.
What's your truth? 833-212-1017.
Should we have less graduations, celebrations, for students?
Yeah. Like
preschool graduation. Get the hell out of here,
bruh.
Whoopsie-doo, you can read apple and bite.
And that's and when we have a situation where where we are ranked, where they talking about they can't read,
that's the problem.
They can't spell.
That's part of the problem.
This is part of the developmental stage. Again, shout out to Dia Wright and the City of Milwaukee Office of Early Childhood Initiative, Mighty Small Moments, because that is you're formulating the person, the child, as they come.
That's part of the problem.
We Truth Nation, give us a call.
Say, I got a lawyer that I raised.
I understand. Congratulations.
A doctor and a
congratulations.
And what else she got over there, Nikki? She got a doctor. Madison is a doctor. Aaron is going to be a physical therapist.
Congratulations.
A lawyer, a librarian, a historian, and another physical therapist. Listen,
congratulations.
Y'all, it works. Stop treating these kids like they doing something. They ain't doing nothing.
They are. Listen, will agree to disagree because I believe that they should be celebrated.
I believe kids should be celebrated, but not for doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Bruh, there's so many that, because we got a lot that are not even accomplishing those things, bro.
So we're going to lower our levels to the least of us? No, that's our problem. Stop lowering it to the least of us, raise it to the best of us, so then others can reach those levels. Okay, get out of high school, then we'll talk.
Listen, Dr. Clarissa Lawrence said, we celebrate every accomplishment in the Lord's
And I feel
household.
you. We celebrate a lot of accomplishments. We celebrate everything. Like my daughter just became a majorette. The chat went crazy for her. That's something that, you know, we celebrate all of that stuff. But when it comes to academics, oh no, the bar is set. You gotta beat teacher.
But you gotta get to, you know, it's levels to it. So you don't celebrate accomplishments as you excel.
You got out the 5th grade.
When you got been out from the 5th grade.
I gotta sit in this hot little gym and watch.
Man, come on, man.
Just walk across the stage.
In the world of late Michael Jackson. You're a meanie.
For what?
You're a meanie.
I don't believe that's the problem.
You're a meanie.
Y'all give everybody participation awards. Every winner, there's no losers. No winners and there's losers. Everybody ain't a winner.
Listen,
until you become one.
Stacey Evans, great morning on our True Talk text page, said, "Morning, Dame and Homer. I disagree, brother. These are stages of life and prepare you for success. I taught kindergarten, K-5, 20 years. It starts there with your ABCs, your phonics, your numbers, your social skills, which lead to reading and calculation of life. See how you're supporting
but why are we supporting
your
graduation?
Daughter's graduation. Others should be able to go the same in these stages / levels of life."
Woo, Hercules, you can read. That's what you're supposed to be able to do.
Bruh. Like, okay, so to a person that has been struggling, perhaps, and they ended up accomplishing it, it's an accomplishment. And so, like I say, I'll agree to disagree. I believe that we should be able to celebrate, and it's used as motivation and inspiration, in my opinion, to let them know like we are proud of them. You get what I'm saying?
Without going to a graduation. That's fake graduation. That's fake hustle. You ever play? Will knows what I'm talking about. He does. He works at ESPN. That's fake hustle. That's like somebody running out to the 3-point line. You know you're not going to block that shot, but you just running out there so that the coach, when they watch the tape, says, "Oh, he almost made it to the spot." No, you was late to that spot, and now that person made that 3-pointer.
Well, before we take this break, again, Truth Nation. Weigh in. Did you come up with a poll?
Do we give out too many participation trophies to students?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the poll?
That's cool.
Nurse R.N. Kawanda said, "I definitely feel you, Dame. Come May 4th, 2026, I will be black in the classroom for my bachelor's in health and science. Big congratulations to me." And let me get this. Kimberly Harris said, "I have a master's as well. Great accomplishment. However, you can put all them degrees on a counter at McDonald's and can't buy a cup of coffee with them."
It's not
that
currency.
part. So
it depends on what you see. My family is raised on education being the passport to our futures. So we are vested in education. Education is something that they can never take from you. Virginia Grant Stamper told me, commit a revolutionary act. Get an education. That's a revolutionary act for black people. Graduating the 5th grade is not a revolutionary act.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
I'm with.
If that's what our revolutionary act has become,
I'm with Kimberly Harris on saying that I know a lot of people who have all of these degrees and they're driving Uber. So I'm just saying.
But it don't matter. See, that's because you put your basis on currency and money as being the reason for that education.
It costs them that to get that education. That's why.
But that's not. The reason for education is to enrich yourself, to enrich your mind, to know that you know something and you can do something. Now, whether or not you make a bunch of money doing Uber. It's not. It's people that make a bunch of money that shovel doo-doo.
Right.
But you want to shovel doo-doo?
Listen, bro.
Because it make a bunch of money? No.
Listen.
Money is not the end-all to be-all, is what I'm saying.
Well, again, a lot of these people that I know, they are going because they are hoping to have
people without degrees say that. People say
a bigger
money
investment, and it's going to be a return on your investment.
I understand
and that's where I'm
going.
going.
It depends on, but you cannot take education is permanent. It's something they can never take from you. They can take your money, they can take your job, and then what? Then what you get? They can't take what you know. They can't take your mind. They can't take your skill set. That's something they can never take from you. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. And a brother ended up saying, I agree with Dame. Middle school, high school, and college are the only celebrations. And I think, I don't know. Will, before we go to break?
I mean, yeah, I agree with that, but from what Dame's saying, it sounds like we shouldn't celebrate any of those.
Right.
No,
I do.
Not until
not till high school.
Sitting through graduations is annoying. So if that's where your
that's a part of
displeasure with this is coming from, I agree with you on that.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning.
That's a part of it. I don't want to sit through no more hot gyms. Listen,
no more
real
hot
quick.
gyms.
Listen,
In
kids,
8th grade,
I got y'all.
I graduated from Samuel Morris High School, gifted and talented. We had Oprah Winfrey, because Oprah Winfrey's niece went to our school. Shout out to Krishana. We had Oprah Winfrey's niece at our school. And Oprah Winfrey came, and Oprah was sitting up there, and you could tell she was so mad by the time it was time for her to speak, because it was so hot. The AC had went out. It was so hot in this gym. Everybody came because they said Oprah was coming.
Well, I didn't know that. You had Oprah speak at your graduation?
Yeah,
You still don't like him?
That's light. That's light work. I got Oprah stories. That's light work. You know what I'm saying? I went down to Harpo Studios and kicked it with Oprah. We homies. But that's light work. That's light work. But anyway, she came to the studio. She came to the graduation. She spoke, and you know what Oprah said? Y'all did a good job. It's hot in here. Bye-bye. That was her graduation speech, because it was hot as hell in there, and it's a waste of time. That's all I got to say. Bye-bye.
So, to celebrate or not to celebrate, that is the question. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. The Truth will be black.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I need to let you know the award-winning Tory Lowe Show can now be streamed live on YouTube. How? Every day from 1 to 4. Truth Nation, I am now bringing all the smoke on YouTube every single weekday. Hey, how? I need you to go to YouTube right now and subscribe to 101.7 The Truth and check out the award-winning Tory Lowe Show live every afternoon. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Now that's powerful. You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Join Cousins Club Rewards today. Grab your first sub and your next one could be free. After your first qualifying purchase, you'll earn a free sub and start collecting points for free food, exclusive deals, and even Cousins gear. Sign up today. It's fast and easier than ever on the Cousins Subs app. Earn points online, on the app, or in store. However you enjoy Cousins Subs, your rewards are right at your fingertips. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Welcome, Black Truth Nation. It's Truth in the Morning. We're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home of Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Lz in the building.
To celebrate or not to celebrate?
And see, let's clarify.
accomplishments.
I'm saying graduations are trash. Now, of course, we can celebrate. That's the caveat. Of course, we can go to dinner. Of course, we can, do something like that. But I'm not. Graduations are trash unless they are high school graduation. That's all I'm saying. Or if you're graduating from, in this case that we're going to talk about, a vocational program where you've learned a skill, that's a valid graduation because you have gone from A to B and it's changed your life. Going from 5th grade to 6th grade is not changing your life.
We got a clip on the story that brought up this talking about Building Futures program helps Milwaukee young adults enter skilled trades. And my whole thing is, I like to celebrate these accomplishments when they make this accomplishment. And so, like I say, I understand where you are, and obviously some other people as well. But yeah, I just believe that we should celebrate when they making these accomplishments, because what's looked at as, they supposed to do this, they supposed to do that, it ain't happening like that for a lot of people. But we do have that clip for this program, right, with these young adults.
I'm Andrea Williams. In Milwaukee, a group of young adults are building more than just houses. They're building a future. Through Milwaukee Community Crossroads, participants are gaining hands-on construction experience.
1, 2, 3.
The program offered through Milwaukee Community Crossroads and Employ Milwaukee is designed for residents ages 18 to 24. It combines learning with real-world job training in carpentry and construction.
This really helped me a lot, putting me in front of different contractors, just opening the right doors for me.
Students earn industry-recognized credentials while working on projects that directly benefit their community, including the construction and rehabilitation of homes for households with limited income.
They're doing drywall, they're doing painting, they're doing all the variety of things that it takes to raise the house from the ground up.
In addition to construction skills, the program provides mentorship, tutoring, and career support, helping participants transition into stable, well-paying jobs in the trades or other in-demand fields.
I think that's around the corner from my house.
Yeah. And I think that is
that's dope.
So important. And for those that are able to participate in those things, just how important and impactful that is. Because, again, we hear about the other side all the time. We hear about the other side and what is not going right and this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. So when we can look at and be proud and celebrate the accomplishments and the efforts that are being put in.
No, that's dope.
That's
something I would celebrate. Because a lot of times people, the thing is with construction jobs is that they may be getting trained, but as long as they get RPP certified, and what that means is that if they're RPP certified and doing something like this, and shout out to my brother, Mr. Ezra White, who runs a program where he would some similar where the kids would come through and they get RPP certified, and what that means is that when these big construction companies come and hire these kids, they can use them towards their RPP goals. And that's RPP goals is the goals of having black people and brown people and people of from a certain zip codes and stuff to fill these positions that they have to have by state regulations anytime they're doing something for the city or the county or whatever like that, right? Mm-hmm. So they become RPP certified, and now they're instantly valuable. So it is something that is dope. It's not just that they're learning the trade; it's that they're putting themselves in a position to make money and get family sustaining jobs along the way,
which is important.
Absolutely,
it is important.
And I hear Sherman talk about the trades and how we shouldn't. I don't know if Sherman said we shouldn't push kids into the trades or we should. When he comes in here, he can tell me. But I think it's important if a kid wants to learn that, they can learn that, and they can also learn everything else. But I think learning a trade is always having something to fall back on. It's like the guy in college that knows how to cut hair. he's going to make a lot of money because he can cut hair. So instead of us, we can't go to the barbershop and pay them $20. We give him $5. So as he's going about doing other things in his life, you can always have something to fall back on, and that's real.
Yeah, and it's real important as well. And so shout out to Milwaukee Community Crossroads, and again, and that story was a Positively Milwaukee story from TMJ4. And I think that a lot of parents should look into making sure that their children are eligible to get into these kind of programs.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go to the Truth Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Mr. Wright, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear the conversation. What's your truth this morning?
Hey, great morning, Homer and Dame.
What's happening?
Shout out to my man, Will, answering the lines and keeping y'all on key.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to touch on what we're talking on, man. I'm kind of conflicted on, doing at a young age, man, like kindergarten. But accomplishment for me was like my daughter graduating from high school. She was like one of the first in my family to ever do it. So that's like really special. Third, fourth, everybody done did that. You know what I mean? So I kind of understand that with Damon. Then as far as the RPP program, man, I really love that program. I started my business about 10 years ago. And in order to get into where I'm at in my business, I had to become SBE certified.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got my SBE certification, it opened up doors for me, like Dame said, to work for the city. So now I got city contracts. But the city refers that I had to have so many RPP students working on my city contract with me. It's just it's a requirement. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I got to spend so much with people that's certified. So another thing is I started out in Milwaukee Youth Field. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It was put together by a guy named Richard Houlihan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great program, man. And back in the day, what this program did, it spent 1 week in school helping us get our GED. The other week, so it was 10 students, and 5 students will work in class 1 week working on their education, while the other 5 will build a house. They'll teach us everything from king studs, shoulder studs, framing, drywall, and then we'll rotate the kids that was in class to now work on the house. And so it was a great program. We didn't receive any certifications after that, but it was opportunities from that program for us to get into the construction field.
Okay.
So that was a great program, and I do love that. But yeah, just like congratulating for 3, 4, 5th, 6th grade. Like, man, like Dave said, I feel like we supposed to do that as parents. Like that's recommended, man. But I understand your point though too, Homer.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids don't have that parenting or somebody influence. Like so I'm conflicted. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Some kids do need that because it can boost your spirit, man, to do better.
Yep, and that's where I'm going with it. We got to get ready to take care of some bills as we lead up into the top of the hour. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. The Truth will be black. Truth Nation, tune in this week for your chance to win tickets to Tacos and Tequila Fest live from Franklin Field Saturday, May 30th with performances by Shaggy, Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, and more. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco, vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art, installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th.
28 years on the Packers.
I would flat out cut his ass to send a message.
37 years playing in the NFL.
This is the best win in the Matt LaFleur era.
87 years covering the Packers.
And that's what happened in the fourth quarter. That's all. He has been really good.
And 46 years of being on ESPN.
I said to Herman Edwards one time, it's hard to win a game in the NFL. He said, John, it's hard to make a first down.
There's no place with more experience when it comes to talking about the green and gold. All day, every day. We are 94.5 ESPN.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
You've been diagnosed with COPD, but breathing seems to be getting harder. Everyday activities, walking to the mailbox, going up the stairs, talking on the phone take more effort than they used to. You're short of breath more often. Flare-ups are happening more frequently. And slowly, life starts to feel smaller. Is this you? If your COPD symptoms are getting worse, there may be options that can help you breathe easier and get back to doing more of what matters to you. That could mean walking further, spending more time with family and friends, feeling more confident leaving the house, and getting back to the life you want to live. If your COPD is changing, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor. Visit the COPD Foundation website at isthisyoucopd.org to learn the signs of severe and worsening COPD and the right questions to ask next. Take action today. Breathe better tomorrow.
Check it out one time.
Truth Nation, great morning. Welcome back to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. If you were supposed to be at work at 8 a.m., you're late.
Not really.
You are. You are.
Y'all know how I feel.
Right.
As hard as I am on graduations, I'm the exact opposite when it comes to a hardcore deadline for anything. 8 o'clock is just a suggestion. Get here and just get your work done, player.
Listen.
Do what you're supposed to do. You get what you're supposed to get.
Listen, just read Nurse Iron Kwanda's.
It's 8 o'clock. If you are scheduled to be at work and you are not there, don't listen to Bailey and or Dame. I added that in parentheses. You are late.
Yeah. Sometimes she will put it in there for you. So yeah.
Okay, Iron Kwanda.
So, yeah.
I show you respect because you're here every day.
But
listen.
Yeah. Okay. So
listen, Linda, listen. It is what it is. Y'all know my theory. Y'all already talked about it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me a ribbing about it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a suggestion. You got a window of time to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always say, do what you're supposed to do. If you come to work and you get your work done, that's how it should be, man.
Mm-hmm.
If I have certain things I need to get done and I get it done in 2 hours, let me go home. Why I gotta sit here and wait and waste time for 6 hours? That's crazy.
Mm.
You know, in other countries they're doing 4-day work weeks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
because they figure, you know, the work can be done and you still get paid for your 5 days. You know. That's just how I feel.
Hey.
Don't hold me back because this person can't do what they got to do. And it take them forever. Now I got to sit here and wait for him to finish what he doing so then I can do what I need to do. Just call me when he done and I come back. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Nurse Arian Kawanda said, Homer, we just going to accept that either day we both say you're late. We have to accept that they're going to say they not. And I will definitely add you in there, Dame. But yeah. So
now really City Girl said 100, 100, 100, 100.
Mm-hmm.
I got 4 100s, Dame. See, that's what I'm saying. It's all about how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you this. My corporate structured
morale
would be way higher than y'all. Me and Bailey's would be way higher than you and Iron Commanders. People, they be mad at y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Got me in here 8:01 and marking me late. Well, me and Bailey like, hey man, come on in, get this work done.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Get the work done.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So we already said that months ago. We'll agree to disagree on that. But
every 8 o'clock we're gonna have this conversation, Will. Every 8 o'clock. Just we need to make it a segment and sell it to somebody. The 8 o'clock
check-in.
The 8 o'clock check-in. And, you know, we sell it to two different people. Sell it to one that operates on, you know, you got there at 8:00 and 0.1 seconds you're late, and then another company that's, you know, like Google.
Yeah, just
That's what I'm saying.
Work from home. Okay, don't check in at 8 if you're supposed to be working from home. But let's see. Not really a city girl said, "Let me go when I'm done with my work."
That's all I'm saying.
All righty.
If I got tasks to be done, I'm gonna do my stuff, and leave me alone, and it's gonna get done. But if you standing over my shoulder, when you gonna have this? Whoo, it ain't gonna get done.
And
definitely ain't gonna get done.
We'd have to replace you.
Yeah, well,
we'd have to just replace you.
Replace me, but I'll go somewhere else.
I know.
And they'll love me and treat me right, and I'll make them a bunch of money. And you be like,
the Late Show. Like,
there you go.
Here we are working at the Late Show. No, but again, we definitely want people to understand the importance of being there when you're supposed to be there. But you know, for those of you who get to get away with it, hey, it's okay.
It's not getting away with anything. It's just people just let you, you know.
Would that be getting away with anything, Will?
I don't know how to. Yeah, I think so. I mean, because that's what comes with the job. Like, one of the most important things is what time.
Yeah.
It depends on who the employer is.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
If it's Damon Bailey, y'all good.
That's all I'm saying. It depends on who. If I work for Google, like some places you got to wear suits and ties. Google don't want you to wear suits and ties. They want you to come as you are. I'd rather work for Google. I would rather go to the church that tells me to come as you are and just love on God than the church that's going to make me wear suits and ties and do all that other stuff. Nah, that's all I'm saying. It's different preferences. What you need. Some people need that structure. Some people don't. I'm one of those people that don't need that structure.
Sincere Ronnie Ray Real said, if you're late on time, how can I respect your grind?
That's ridiculous.
Kimberly Harris said, Dame, you on time for this show.
Well, actually, I had to be here at 6:30, and the show started at 7. I'm not saying on air what time I came in today. You thought I was gonna do that?
No, I didn't.
You and Will.
No, I was surprised that you were even.
No, I'm trying to. I'm 100
bring it up.
I'm 100 with the people. You know. I walked in maybe around 6:34, 6:35, but I'm here at 7, and y'all didn't know, and so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The work still get done, son.
Let's see. Kim Wan, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said at the end of the day, the people at the top are miserable because they are at work, but they are being paid more money than everybody else to be there. So misery love company. So
if you're at the top, you're not really working that much. You're just giving orders, and you have smart people that work for you. And you tell them to do this, do that, and then you put the pieces together.
This what was the response to the poll? Because this is a whole
60% said no, we don't give out too many participation trophies to students, and 40% said yes.
That's kind of close, within the margin of errors.
Okay,
I just made up that it's not really close. 40% to 60% is not really close. It's really a blowout, but I think y'all wrong.
Okay. Well, we've already agreed to disagree. Nurse Arian Kawanda said, and if you don't like me to be over your shoulder or constantly telling you what needs to be done of you, first, how does that make sense to you when you can't be to work on time?
First of all, you showing Arian Kawanda a lot of grace.
No, she put on, you get what I'm saying, to let you know that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was right away.
Okay.
That was on time. It was right on time.
Listen.
Well, I'm trying to get off the time thing.
Listen, I don't care. If you do the work that you need to be done, that's like Allen Iverson. Practice? Talking about practice? Come on, man. I'm doing what what needs to be done and what's being asked of me, and I'm even going above and beyond. So leave me alone. Let me do what I need to do and get it done. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
We belabored that point.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to learn today.
I think we can bury that.
Nurse Arian Kawanda said, don't come for me, Dame, and laughed.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Homer is showing a little favoritism.
No, she corrected it right away.
Okay. I didn't see that.
You see it now?
I see it. I didn't see it.
It's immediately up under her.
I know. I
comment.
see it now, but I didn't see it while you were reading it. While you were reading it, I didn't see it. And I'm like, oh, he gonna let her ride, huh?
Yeah.
Some of that stuff. Okay.
You know, where else we're getting ready to go? I just don't think it's. We have to ride this segment out.
Yeah.
Because
we can't go.
We can't go into the serious situations where with the teen and also
this may be on the air check moment.
The other,
but the public is loving it.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is the inside joke, y'all. Anyway, dead air.
I love you, bruh. I love you, bruh. So now that we're done with the time situation, you know what? I can end up kind of taking us to a place because there is a situation to where is Miss D, Mama Raisin McCullum, she ended up, for those who follow her social media page, Mama Raisin McCullum, a.k.a. Miss D, the director at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center.
She called in one day, right?
Yes, yes. And, but, she daily, because her brother was very ill and was in hospice for a long time. Well, he finally succumbed. So Thomas A. Lowe passed away, and his celebration of life will be Friday, May 8th, 2026 at 11 a.m. at the New Pitts Mortuary Funeral Home at 2031 West Capitol Drive. So I just definitely want to send out condolences, because talk about her. She made it her daily mission. She would be out there in the morning when he would wake up, and he would. She brought his fur baby out there to spend time with him, and that would brighten up his spirits or whatnot. And you just followed her daily chronicles of her going out there, and there were several times when they thought he wasn't gonna make it through the night, but he's continued to live off of her being there and telling everybody. He was proud to tell everybody, my sister gonna be here. That's my sister, and all of that. So I know that she is hurting deeply because of that, and I just wanted to give a condolences to Miss D, Mama Raisin McCullum, and the whole family on the loss of Thomas A. Lowe.
Yeah, condolences to that.
We will leave out with that, and we will come back to talk about some other things that are going on in the city.
We will be serious on the other side of the break, y'all.
Absolutely.
We're going to try to be.
Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. The Truth will be black.
May is Skilled Trades Month, a time to celebrate the hands-on careers that keep our industries and our communities moving forward. At Junior Achievement, students are discovering that today's skilled trades include technology, robotics, and smart manufacturing. With support from Rockwell Automation, students are exploring how advanced manufacturing and automation will power the factories of the future. Thank you, Rockwell, for helping inspire the next generation of technicians, engineers, and innovators. Learn more at ja.org.
Ready to strengthen your organization for what's next? Join the Milwaukee County Sustainability Summit Tuesday, May 5th at the Marcia P. Cog Center. This hands-on experience gives you practical tools, sharper messaging, and real strategies to build long-term resilience.
No one-size-fits-all playbook.
Learn from local leaders, connect with peers, and walk away with ideas you can use right away. And it's completely free to attend. Visit the Milwaukee County Sustainability Summit online to learn more.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, may I ask a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog.
Great. Do you have a pool outside?
Nope, just a big old backyard.
Nice. Another question. Are there any unlocked guns in the home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let's just talk about what we can bring for dessert.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
At Gruber Law Offices, we've helped tens of thousands of families after a serious accident. Our priority has always been our clients. We're here for you whenever you may need us. One call, that's all.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Tune in to the award-winning 101.7 The Truth's Community Spotlight Thursday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Lauren Badeau, Member Service Operations and Help Desk Manager at UW Credit Union. She will discuss member value and removing financial barriers to increase economic mobility. Again, that is the Business Spotlight Thursday with Lauren Badeau, 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
Welcome, Black Truth Nation, to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM The Truth. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie, in the building.
And, of course, now we are going to move into a situation that, we've been hearing about this. I know I've been hearing about it, about a teen that was stabbed in an unprovoked attack at Pulaski Park. And so now they have charged someone. They have finally charged someone. And I believe we may have the audio clip, but if not, I do have the story of this situation. And it is just, it's really crazy with how this has been going on. And also, there's another situation that we'll be able to talk about as well as it relates to this particular case. But this person, the Pulaski Park stabbing, Milwaukee man charged, 13-year-old boy was injured. Milwaukee man charged, his name is Santos Perez Calderon, and he is facing multiple charges after a stabbing at Pulaski Park that left a child injured and another person hurt. According to a criminal complaint and prior police reports, the accused is 21-year-old Santos Perez Calderon. He was charged with substantial battery, use of a dangerous weapon, physical abuse of a child, intentional causation of bodily harm, use of a dangerous weapon, and bail jumping misdemeanor, 2 counts of that. And, okay, we do have that clip now that we can use to help bring you to keep up with this particular story, because we got to talk about this. This was crazy, in my opinion, and it's some crazy things that have been happening, and it's been violent.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll watch this clip and we'll.
New here on 12, a child injured in a stabbing attack at a Milwaukee park.
And it happened near the basketball courts of Pulaski Park on the city's south side. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live there tonight. And Hannah, the boy, just 13, was stabbed in the back.
Yeah, him and his 19-year-old friend. Now, according to investigators, this stabbing was an unprovoked attack. The stabber hitting that young teen in his upper back near his spine, all while he was right here just watching basketball. Deputies
suspects are still inside the park. So heard at the basketball court.
Spotted at Pulaski Park last week, responding to a stabbing with multiple victims. One of them, family identifies as 13-year-old Armando Hernandez. His mom,
it was a nightmare. I thought I lost him.
Talking to me over the phone Tuesday.
I was going to pick him up from the park, and when we got there, we noticed all the ambulance and everything, and we asked the EMT if they had my son, because they told us that he was stabbed in the back of the neck. When his friend tried to intervene and help him, he stabbed his friend.
Cassandra Porter says her son is now recovering at home after spending 2 days in the hospital. Deputies taking this man, 21-year-old Santos Perez Calderon, into custody. A criminal complaint describes the unprovoked attack. The young victims telling investigators they, quote, were sitting at the basketball court talking. That's when a random person came from behind and began stabbing them. Just to hear that happened here at Pulaski, what are your thoughts?
Well, that's terrible. It really is, because a lot of kids come to the park to play and they feel safe here.
The scenic spot known for gatherings, now the spot of nightmares for this Milwaukee mother.
I could be planning his funeral right now.
Just unbelievable. Hannah, Perez Calderon is being held in custody on a $50,000 bond.
Oh, right, Blake. And he was already out on bond for property damage as well as disorderly conduct. A commissioner this week did order the suspect undergo a competency evaluation. As for Armando, you heard from his mother there. He is recovering at home right now. They have set up an online fundraiser to try and help with some of the medical costs in this situation. You can find a link to that over on the 12 News app.
All right, Hannah Hilliard reporting for us tonight here.
That's a report from WISN 12 News. That was crazy.
That's crazy.
And
but yeah, I think a lot of that, when something like that happens unprovoked, it shakes the community, because it's like, that could have been me, that could have been my kids, that could have been someone I know. But I think a lot of that, there's been a rise and stuff like that because of the lowering of funding and the lowering of emphasis on mental health in the county, because that type of a person, like he's already had property damage, he's already had all this other stuff.
Right.
15 years ago, before Walker, he would have been in the facility, he would have been in the county someplace, right?
Absolutely.
But that's why that it doesn't have those capacities anymore. So a lot of those people that would typically be in those situations, you see them out in public, and this type of thing happens more frequently,
Yep.
And it's unfortunate that this happens, but it can be, in my opinion, directly attributable to that, to the lack of funding for those types of. I think they just had something going on about that this year at the county, where they, some funding was cut for some different stuff, and they had to put it back on the books. But I'm just saying, we have found ways to balance budgets off of this population that doesn't have anyone advocating for them, and we all know the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't have anyone advocating for them as much as they should, and it's easy to cut that out the budget. And then when you do that, these are direct effects of things like that happening. This young man would have been in a facility. He would have been somewhere where somebody was looking at him. He would have been somewhere where somebody giving him his meds or doing whatever. But now he's committed 3 or 4 crimes, and now he's going to be getting that, where he would have been getting it before. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that is one of the situations that is true. Like, even with the Mount Sinai shooting, and where someone ended up,
absolutely.
Mental health issues deep.
That person would have been in the county somewhere. He would have been somewhere in a county facility or a state facility, being looked at, being taken care of, and being put on his meds and being put towards the path of being corrected from whatever was ailing him, right? But now he's in the streets, and the pressures of being on the streets, living on the streets, whatever the case may be, nobody looking at him. Bow, now he shoots somebody. Now this person just stabbed somebody for no reason. You just sitting there and you just feel yourself get stabbed. That's in a place that you should feel safe.
Right. And of course, it's traumatizing, like, for real, like forever. That's why when the mother said that, now that part to her, you know what I'm saying? And she said all of the things, like, I could have been burying my son.
Yeah.
I could have been burying my son. And when you find out that some of these people have been going through this, and this is what I think a lot of people end up talking about, be like, we tried to get the person some help, but nobody would help.
It took 3 of them to get him off him. The other one got stabbed, and the third one was able to restrain him. And I'm glad that they helped. That is a silver lining that they stepped up to help their friend. They didn't pull out their phones.
That's right.
And start videotaping it.
That's right.
They got involved and they helped, and they may have saved his life, and that's good.
Yep, we need more of it.
But the fact that this young man, 21-year-old young man, had committed disorderly conduct, committed another type of crime, and it just came to this, that he's stabbing somebody, is, it shouldn't take that long. If we had the funding and if we had these facilities open where he could get treatment, because it's obviously something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. His mental health is in crisis, and it probably has been for some time now. And somebody dropped the ball along the way. And I always I blame Walker, because you remember when Walker's and he was cutting stuff in the budget. And
yes, sir. Yes,
he
sir.
closed down that stuff and
a lot of facilities.
And he's like, oh, we're going to put them in smaller facilities in the community where they can be looked after better and this, that, and the other. All that good talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they end it right there, they just walk out of there.
Right.
And now, they just wherever.
Absolutely. And these situations can happen.
Yeah, and they come back to get their money from their payee because they know when that comes. But then other than that, they in the streets. They doing whatever.
Yep.
And that doesn't benefit anyone. And then it makes it look like we don't care about the least of us when they constantly cut stuff like that out the budget. Man. Unfortunately. And the county has done stuff. They got that other one on off of Elite, the other mental health place that they just built out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And I'm glad the funding for that is starting to reemerge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And again, y'all just go back and look at the stuff Walker cut and the stuff that he did that now affects the black community at a point, or the poor community, or the Latino and brown community at such a alarming rate. Things like that.
Man, we got to get ready to take care of some bills. Man, has your assessments spiked for your property?
Not only did my assessment spike, but I'll talk about this on other. Not only did my assessment spike, but all of the charges.
Mm-hmm.
Like my water bill went up.
Mm-hmm.
The surcharge for this and that and that. Like it's like now my bill is like $500 a month. That's a real bill now.
Right.
When you get on the waste management, this and that, we'll talk about it, y'all.
Yeah. And I know some of you are definitely seeing the sticker shock as well. And what I'm alluding to is Northwest Milwaukee homeowners see property assessment spike. And it's the talk of social media.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll come back and talk about that a little bit as well. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. The Truth will be black.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at UPath Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Southbound on 43, we do have delays basically coming in from before Silver Spring, pretty much all the way down to almost North Avenue. The northbound side, we've got backups from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up past Locust. Also, northbound 4394 backing up around the Plainfield curve all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue. More delays from Beecher to the base of the high-rise bridge. Eastbound 94, you're looking at backups coming in from about 76th Street all the way through to 35th. On the westbound side, slowing from 35th to Holly Road. And then a crash on the ramp from Greenfield Avenue to 894 southbound. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Spotty showers, mostly cloudy throughout the day. A high of 50 at the lake, 56 inland. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 37. For the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? Yeah, probably not. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. Take hazardous waste to MMSD's home hazmat drop-off centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. Plus, there are 3 locations open year-round. For hours and locations and a full list of what you can bring, check out MMSD.com. That's MMSD.com. Let's clean it up, Milwaukee. Real talk. Real talk. Get rid of it. You ain't got to. We coming into a summer soon, and you don't want to be sitting and bogged down with a lot of things that you want to just try to throw in the regular garbage. Be like, no, they don't go there. They don't go there. Those are hazardous materials oftentimes. So, and let me give a shout out to DPW, because they've been having to work their ass off with them floods and with the down trees and all of that. So to my DPW workers, listen, salute to you. I see y'all out there, and I see a lot of us, Dame. I see a lot of us. It's, I don't know if they just got it for us over here, but I'm just saying I see a lot of the brothers and sisters out there getting it in. So DPW, shout out from me
my
to
DPW
you.
people.
You know what I mean? So
they need to get more of y'all so y'all can get more of the stuff done. And when I be on DPW tell about potholes and stuff, I'm not on the people that work there. I'm on the administration for not having the money to be able to fill these potholes. There you go.
Yep. So hashtag that part, hashtag facts. So if you see them, just know. And with like what Dame is saying, we have shortages in pretty much every area in cities and counties. Especially for Milwaukee County and the city of Milwaukee, need more law enforcement officers, need more of this, need more of that. So, again, for them to be out there doing their thing and, trying to get these trees out the middle of the street and that have fell down and uprooted. And I think that a lot of those trees, the reason, we had some strong winds, but this is just Homer Blow's opinion. It does not mean it is factual and true for everybody else. I think that the soil, the erosion from all of the rain that we had, you feel what I'm saying? That it made it easier for us to get a little more rain and then some wind. Yeah, man, because, you see it to the roots.
Yeah, big trees.
Yeah, so I think that it's the saturation of the soil, the ground. And here comes a big wind after it's already been hit with all of this water and almost ready to float away itself anyway. And I believe that's where some of the damage, and that's just, like I say, my opinion on that. But I really think that
it's a righteous opinion.
Yeah,
it makes sense. You know what else is being uprooted?
What's that?
My pockets. when it comes to these with water bill. Now I started on the other side of the commercial break, y'all, and I'm glad Homer brought this up because I just opened up my municipal, they call it the municipal services bill the other day for the first 3 months, right? You get it quarterly, right? And the joker was like $1,500, fam. You know what I'm saying? And so that means it breaks down to like $500 a month. And I'm gonna tell y'all what all is on there, what they charge for. They charge for water usage, of course, water service charge, fire protection fee, sewage district charges, MMSD. Ain't mad at that. Stormwater management. I'm mad at that.
I was gonna say
I'm mad at stormwater management because that ain't effing working, but we paying all of this money. What are you doing with it? Solid waste fee, street lights fee, street light fee, y'all. Snow and ice removal and extra garbage carts are all the stuff that could be on there. I didn't get an extra garbage cart, so that's not on mine. But a street light fee is definitely on my bill. And listen, I typically, because it's just a water bill, I'll wait and just pay it at the end and let my mortgage company pay it or something, and then it just add. And it's cool. You can't do that no more.
You got to go up on rent, bro.
You can't do that no more. I have to. If you're a landlord and you getting all of this stuff, you have to go up on rent. But if you're a elderly person and you're on a fixed income and you open your quarterly bill, that's a real bill now.
Yep.
That ain't like $100 for 3 months, $200, and it's this much. It is a real bill now. All of that little stuff adds up. That nickel and diamond that they do adds up. The street. Let me tell y'all. Listen, y'all. We got a street light fee. Now, when they did this, and everybody knew about this, it was quiet. But then you see it on your bill, and you like, what the? And then you add on to that the NPS stuff that's on your bill now, and that's raising your taxes. Listen, y'all, what was the point of getting the 2% from the state? Was we that insolvent that we needed that 2% to that point? I got questions. Today, I'm not going to educate because I don't have the answers. I got questions, and maybe somebody out there can answer them for us. But it seems like we being gouged right now, and considering the fact that I gotta dodge potholes like I'm running for my life, that just pisses me off more. I'm angry because I'm paying more and I'm getting less. That's what angers people. Is paying more, getting less. And it's not like we are, how can I put this? It's not like we're a smaller municipality where, that money goes directly. I understand how that works. I understand we're not Wauwatosa. I understand we're not X, Y, and Z, these other little suburbs, right? That have smaller footprints. I understand that. But if you're going to raise my taxes on across the board for everything, then at least give me the little stuff. Then at least, that's why I say, pothole politics, safety politics, as long as my trash is picked up, the potholes is filled, and I can walk the street, I'm happy. We can't even do that, and you charging us more money.
Man, listen.
I can't do none of those three things. My trash, shout out to DPW, I love y'all. But these alleys, if they need more help, they need more people to help clean these alleys and keep these alleys clean, right? That's our responsibility as constituents. I get that. But we have to help them as a municipality reach that goal. That's not happening. Potholes, that's not happening. And it's not the people that work for, they're not doing it. They don't have enough. They don't have the funds. They don't have enough people to do it.
Yep, it's a money thing.
And the potholes and now and we just had the street takeover.
Yep.
Right in front of City Hall.
Yep.
Where the police is always on Water Street. Why they didn't stop that? But I got to pay more across the board for everything. Pisses me off. I'm sorry, y'all. I sound like,
It's so.
I sound like an old man right now. I'm just gonna say it.
So
Will, do I sound like an old man right now? I kind of do.
Screaming at the clouds.
I do. I sound like an old man. It's like that commercial with him, like, you are not your parents.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So again, we're getting into this conversation with the fact that Northwest Milwaukee homeowners see property assessments spike, and homeowners in Milwaukee are receiving their 2026 property assessments, with those in the city's north and northwest neighborhoods seeing average increases of 13%, more than double the citywide average of 6%, according to city data. Renita is a longtime homeowner in a neighborhood near Sherman and Fond du Lac. She and those living around her share a sense of pride in maintaining the area. Even something as simple as coming out and picking up litter, Renita said, because we care. Renita received her property assessment in the mail and said the value has gone up for the fourth consecutive year. City data released by the Assessor's Office shows Aldermanic Districts 7 and 15, represented by Alderman DeAndre Jackson and Alderman Russell Stafford II, went up around 13%. It's more than double the citywide average of 6%. And according to the Assessor's Office, it means property taxes in those districts are likely to increase. Renita is worried about being priced out of her home. She said, I'm on a fixed income. Bridget Chatfield, who lives a few doors down, expressed similar concerns. Every year, my taxes has been going up, Chatfield said. You have to rob Peter to pay Paul. Nicole Larson, Milwaukee's Commissioner of Assessments, explained how the property values are determined. We are looking at the sales that did actually happen in the market to create our models and ultimately establish our evaluation. But we do have appraisers who take a closer look at those values to make sure that they're fair and accurate, Larson said. The Assessor's Office attributed the higher increases in the North and Northwest districts to a boom in home sales, particularly for single-family rentals. Single-family rentals are a booming business, and a lot of those properties that are lower priced are more accessible to those individuals wishing to purchase property for rentals, Larson said. Renita questioned the impact of these market trends on her neighborhood. What does that have to do with me, who has been here all my life in Wisconsin and a property owner for 30-plus years? Why should that affect my living, she said. Homeowners who believe their property assessments are inaccurate can challenge them. The city assessor's office encourages residents to file an objection if they think their home cannot be sold for its assessed value. Objections can be filed in person at City Hall, and the deadline is May 18th.
Let me tell you this, Homer.
Yes, sir.
Prior to the pandemic, you mentioned the 7th District and the 15th District. I worked for the 15th District. Prior to the pandemic, I went out and I looked at a bunch of vacant properties. And I looked at, because we had this, like they were saying, it's been going on. That person said for the last 4 years, theirs went up. But in our district, it had been going on for the last 6 or 7 years, where every year the percentage of houses was going up. So I went and looked at, I told the appraiser to give me all of the houses that went up by 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Some houses 100%, 200% of their assessment. That's how much they were going up, right? I said, give me that. So then I went and looked at a bunch of the houses that had gone up the most. And a lot of them, to my surprise, were vacant properties. Now, why is that important? Because these vacant properties that are city-owned properties mostly, or they're just vacant in general, they went up. So when those go up, they cause the other houses on the block to go up. So that's when it started. The city gets money, y'all, off of how much they can say they're going to receive off of taxes. They go borrow money for that. So the more money they say they're supposed to receive, the more money they can go borrow. Now, whether or not they're going to ever pay that back, we don't know. But that helps the bottom line for the city. So then they go and they strategically mark all of these vacant properties. And shout out to my homegirl Dynasty, I sent it to her. She's seen it. They increase the value on these vacant properties, and now the next year the other houses start going up. Because if the vacant property is worth this much, then your property has got to be worth this much. It doesn't happen to a whole block. It's one or two houses on a block. So the next thing you know, that whole block starts going up, and it starts going up. And what does that happen? What does that cause? That causes gentrification. Whether we want to admit it or not. A lot of times the fight that we have is that if I own my house and I own a bunch of houses, it helps my bottom line. Because now I may have to charge more in rent, but my value of my property has gone up. So that means I have more equity in that property, and now I'm finally getting the same equity that they're getting on the south side in my neighborhoods. But the problem is when you do it too fast, you're not thinking about that person on the fixed income. You're not thinking about this person that's barely getting by. You are just thinking about your own pockets because now you're getting more money, but all of these other people may be in jeopardy of losing their property. And once they lose their property, who's going to come in and buy it? And that's where we are now. You got all these out-of-town people coming in buying these properties, and they don't care. They got money to spend, so they're paying astronomical prices, and it raises everything up.
Yeah,
it's a bad cycle. But it started 6 or 7 years ago with those vacant houses that the city appraised. Like it was like they would say the improvement on this property was $50,000, and it was trash.
Right.
And so then I did the research, and I figured out, this is why they're doing it. And we were going to do a communication file on it, but then the pandemic hit, and it was like everything shut down. And after we came back from it, we had different issues.
Yep. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Al, I see you. We'll come back to get you. Tony Logan on the True Talk text line said, I'm the first-time homeowner. I bought my home at the age of 23. I've been in my property for about 5 years, and the fact they keep going up, he's going to end up talking to probably selling my property and future.
There you go.
So, yeah.
A young person thinking they're getting their future, the American dream, and they being priced out of their American dream.
Yep. Also said they will not do anything for the alley because, of course, alleyways are owned by the homeowners of that neighborhood. We got to take care of some bills. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. The Truth will be black.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
I won tickets last week on your show to see The Wiz. I just wanted to call and say thank you and say I appreciate you. I appreciate the show. I appreciate the station. That was a core memory that was made last night. The Wiz was an amazing performance.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017. Milwaukee Black Talk, 101.7 The Truth.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Shaggy, Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, and more. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets at tacoandtequilafestival.com.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, welcome Black. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elzy in the belt.
Shout out to our girl, Bailey Coleman. Al, thank you for holding through the break. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. What's your truth?
The truth is, on the north side, they don't want the blacks on the north side. That's why they putting all these raggedy houses up in 53206 and asking over $200,000. That's why we got all these potholes, because I can guarantee you, if you drove a Subaru and you ate at beans and barley, your streets would be smooth. That is why you have all this low-income housing popping up, because if they had a plan for the north side, for the black people, that means they have to be held to standards. But when you don't have a plan, you got to bring the bottom of the barrel in, like them people who look like Burt Reynolds doing yoga on 27th and Capitol, or you got to bring in Master Debbie Does Dallas that's walking down Atkinson in her two-piece bras and panty sets with her black feet, with her hair matted on. But what they do is when they gentrify, they bring the worst of the worst, and then when you ask your politicians, they stand up there hair and tight lip. They're behind that too. Keep in mind, if you're black, they have nothing. But if you're the lower black, it's low income in Section 8. Now, you go to these other areas around Milwaukee, you ain't seeing no shark fish, you ain't seeing no JJ fish, you ain't seeing no vape shop, and you ain't seeing no big old pothole that you could put a conversion van in. It's all by design. Now, ask your politicians that, they're going to stand there real quiet like you farted and say, excuse me, because you had too many deviled eggs at the auntie barbecue. Have a good day, everybody.
All right, and get your voice well and get well, Al, because we can definitely
Al
hear.
ain't lying.
Hey, no lies detected. No lies detected.
And again, the flip of it is if you own homes and you own a lot of them, you want to be able to see that increase in your pay, to see that increase in your equity that you've put in, and for it to match what happens on this. Because the South Side homes in some of those areas be like little bitty houses, be like little Cape Cods, and it'd be worth as much as my house, which is a three-story, three-family house, right? Brick house. And so I get it. I get you want that equity, but it's got to happen in a way that we can still maintain our presence in our communities. And if that doesn't happen, you'll get gentrification and you'll get Brewers Hill. You'll get what's happening in some of the other areas in our city. And the 7th and the 15th district, the 15th districts really was when we had gotten elected, when Russ got elected and we started working over there, I said one of our main goals we were charged with was preventing gentrification. Because when you look at it, you got North Avenue that comes through there that goes from Tulsa to downtown, Center, Tulsa, downtown. So all of those places, 2 or 3 blocks on either side of it, Valete, Tulsa, down. You start to see where it was happening, and I was like, okay, we got to stop it. And so we went about stopping it. No more low-income housing, no more of this. We want home ownership so that we can keep the black people that are in those areas. Because what happens when you do the LIHTC, the low-income housing, and people are like, well, why are you against that? Why are you against that? Well, what happens is they'll move those black people that are in those rental properties, and now they'll go into the low-income housing, and now those houses that they moved them out of, they'll fix them up or do whatever, and then they'll sell them to somebody that don't look like us.
Right.
And when they do that, now you can say, oh, we still got the same amount of numbers of black people in this neighborhood. We're just making it more diversified. Well, you're not, because they're all living in this 3-4 buildings.
Absolutely.
And so those numbers look the same, but they aren't the same. And if you've ever been to a city where you've seen gentrification happen, like I went to Philly, and And was it Philly or was it New Jersey? I can't remember where I was at. But real quick, you can actually see where the houses had been gentrified and all of the black people had been moved to this one apartment building in this census tract. So the numbers stay the same, but they aren't.
Luis, thank you for calling the True Talk text line. Great morning. Lewis, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you, Lewis. What's your truth on this? Lewis, are you there? All right. Opportunity given, opportunity gone. But but we seen it with Brewers Hill. Like a lot of our people were priced out of their homes. Yeah. I mean, the assessments went up to where this home is worth this, and the taxes, and people were living on fixed incomes. So how the hell am I going to do this? Now you don't, and again, that's when the vultures come in. And they start buying up the properties, and now you see Little Fluffy and all of this going on walks and everything.
Those vultures look like us.
That's it.
And sometimes they come in.
See, some people don't want to admit and acknowledge that part.
I'm going to admit and acknowledge. A lot of people get rich off of certain areas being gentrified. You know what I'm saying? They make money off it. So a lot of people come through, they look like us. They'll buy up this, they'll buy up that, and then they'll sit on it. And then when gentrification comes, now they've paid $30,000 for this house, fixed it up a little bit, sat on it, and now gentrification comes. Now they want $150,000 for this house.
Hashtag that part. Hashtag facts.
855?
Yes, sir.
That was a great
show. Yeah. Will, thank you for a great show. Dane, what you got, man?
I don't know. I'm still on gentrification, but
that part. You're going to have to go up on your rent.
I am. It's going to have to happen.
Yep.
It's going to have to happen.
And I just hate that when people have to do that, but the people's income that are renting hasn't got a cost of living increase.
So it's like we're fighting with each other.
That's it.
But you got to do what you got to do, and you're going to have to make it happen.
Yep, absolutely. If nobody has told you that they love you today, want to let you know that we love you, and have a safe and nonviolent remainder of the day. Up next, The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, the award-winning Sherwin Hughes, on The Truth 101.7 FM. We'll be out. Talk to you with Bailey tomorrow.
Peace.